almost got raped before, and
You use the
after,
word grape.
oops, sorry, grape, sorry,
Yeah.
and after that, I kind of lost focus of life. Like I started going down the wrong road, in the wrong things, and then I met somebody who reminded me of the potential and the greatness that I have in me, and that person kind of really guided me through life. Oh, I'm terrible. Oh, sorry, guided me through life, and um, yeah, it just kept motivating me, reminding me of who I have and who I am and how great I can be. And yeah, I know that really changed me. I know I'm here. I'm back on the right path, and I'm here.
I
I
come back
think it's not too
stronger
much
than
of
ever.
it, but
So I feel
yeah.
for you.
Tanaania,
You're so strong, baby.
you
I don't know.
taking
I
a
guess
sip?
because I've told the story so many times, I feel like everybody knows it. But when I lost my store, um, and my relationship, my cars, I went broke, and having to start over. That really did teach me a lot of life lessons because a lot of times we feel like we're where we want to be in life and comfortable and we get just okay with being in a certain space that we don't even realize that that space is not for us anymore. So these days, when I look back, I don't feel any type of way that all that happened to me, that I had to start over, that I slept at my friend's house, I had nothing, and I started over literally from scratch. It doesn't shake me anymore. I actually feel very proud of the fact that I had to go through something like that to show me who I was and what I can do, and that it's not on me, it's literally in me. Because a lot of people, when I lost my store, told me that they made me and they were the reason why I was who I was. And I live to this day to show them that I am me without anybody else. And that's also a reason why I keep like my relationship stuff off the media, because I am me with or without a man, a woman, a friend, anybody else. So it's me, it's in me, it's me and God all through the time. So that's my story.
Dr. Tajani, you want to answer that question as well?
Yeah, I can. You can spice it. Um, the woman I am now is not the person you would have met at age 25 going into 26, because at that time my first son's father and I broke up, and it was, though I wanted it to happen, I don't think psychologically and emotionally I was prepared for it to happen. So when it did, it hit me very hard, because in my head, being raised the way I was, I thought the first man you're involved with, you're going to get married, you're going to have the children, you're going to have a home, and that's the end of that story. You don't have to go through that again. It didn't go like that. And I watched myself, my hair fell out. I lost, like, I went below 100 pounds in like 30 days. And I remember New Kingston, before I left Jamaica.
Wow.
Walking New Kingston, I think my father or somebody else, a friend of mine, saw me and said, "Are you sick?" And I said, "No, I'm not." And the person said, "You're not physically sick, but something else is wrong with you." Because all of what was going on, I wasn't sharing it with anyone. I was keeping it inside. And she said to me, "Remember, you have your son to live for." And my response to her, "If I die, his grandmother will take care of him." And she said, "Nobody will take care of your child the way you will." And at 25, going on to 26, I really had to take a step back and reevaluate who I was at the time. I was going to university and everything crashed. Because when you're accustomed to not having to spend your salary, your bills are paid. Now I have to do everything on my own. I was paying my school fee, paying for a child to go to pre-prep school. Daughter been prep at the time, $60,000 per term on a government of Jamaica salary. Was not easy. So that for me created this woman I am today. So when you hear me speak about being strong, not requiring validation externally, me pushing to get a PhD and do what I needed to do before I turned 40, that was the thing that said to me, it doesn't matter what happens in life, it doesn't matter who leave my life, you will never be able to affect my life that way again. Because why? I'm going to set a foundation. So it doesn't matter how you rock that boat, I am still going to float. And that is my sentiments until today. So that is what really changed who I was, and that is what pushed me into the field that I am in. Because initially I started out in HR completely, but that pushed me into this field because I want to be in others. There are a lot of persons out there who are struggling with the same thing, but they do not know where to turn to, and that is why the rate of suicide is so high. Right? Because a lot of persons are struggling with these mental problems that we cannot make sense of. And even though we sit here and we're all talking, we all have this little mental thing in the back of our minds. But we have been through so much that we have used all of those things to fuel us to continue moving forward. And I was watching Moya's body language just now, and before she even began to speak, in my mind I said, I hope she did not get raped or almost got raped. And that was from her body language, because I deal with that every day. It's the norm. And the body language is...
Dr. Thomas, try to code up the words, yeah?
Huh?
Try to code the words too.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know that. Right? So that for me was my experience. So from that, it just caused me to be different. I looked at people different. I examined relationships different. I look at how when people commit whatever different, it gives you a different perspective on life, and it caused me to see women differently as well, because we do not know what persons are going through. And during that time, I got the best grades in school because I needed something to put my energy into. So I wasn't sleeping, but I was studying and doing my papers. So that was my life-changing.
Thank you, Tash. 6, you answer.
6, you want to jump in?
What's the question again?
Leave it to 6.
Is there any life-changing event that happened in your life, like, life-changing event that pivot the man who you are now?
Yeah, a lot. I have to thank God for where I'm at now in life. To be honest, because my background, my past that I'm coming from, is a
Moya, great.
rough situation. You feel me?
Moya, 6. One moment. I know we can't hug her because we're all in a different... Moya has gotten emotional. I think everything is coming back. So...
Okay.
In some
much.
Hey guys, just do me one favor, guys.
And please be nice in the comments, guys.
Yeah.
Some blue hearts in the comment section for Maya, yeah? Just blue hearts my side. Everybody, blue
Yeah,
hearts.
man.
Okay?
Some purple hearts, blue hearts, something.
Purple hearts or blue hearts, anyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, some purple hearts, go.
Yeah.
All purple hearts in the comments.
Hey guys, purple hearts.
Sorry.
You'll be alright.
Maya, they put in purple hearts for you, okay?
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes,
I
you
feel
can go ahead.
was sad. Sorry.
Somewhere happened to you when you're younger.
Yeah. No, like my main downfall in my life back then, still my downfall, but I don't really look at it. I just know it's life. Is my mom and dad that passed away. And
Sorry to hear that, bro. Condolences, bro.
yeah, that's one of the things that pushed me and made me become a wiser man in life. I know that I should take life serious. Feel me? So that's what pushed me from back then till now. So that's what motivates me a lot. I don't live in life, I don't have a rich family. So I know that I have to always go for it. I don't have an education like. I never make for school. But I'm smart. Because most people speak smart, most people make for school, So yeah, when I look for my past back then, that pushed me a lot. I don't make it break me, just make it build me.
Right.
So it's just faith and strong mind.
Moya and 6, I'm sending virtual hugs to you guys.
So,
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Shee, what about you, Shee?
About 8 years ago, my middle sister she committed suicide. And yeah, so it's 5 girls. I'm the oldest, and she was 24 when she took her own life. So I think you gotta say unalived on here. And yeah, so that changed my life drastically. At the time when it happened, I'm if you guys don't know, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and I was traveling the weekend it happened. I was in Washington D.C. that weekend, and I'll never forget it. I was sleeping, and I was actually taking a nap, and when I woke up, I had like almost 30 missed calls from my mom, and when I called her back, I heard the most excruciating cry that I've ever heard from my parents, and they had found her in a hotel room, and she died in a bathtub, and so still to this day, 8 years later, it still affects me. You know, even with a therapist and counseling, it's still like one of the hardest things that I ever have to work through. I talk about it a lot on this platform, but
Yes.
you know, as I, you know, that day is probably one of the most traumatic days of my life. And I think like when I talk about it, because, you know, my therapist always says the more you talk about it, comes healing. So I like that. You know, always talk about on my platform, normalizing therapy and
Yes.
working through traumatic things like that, because you know that is one of the main reasons why I sit on this platform every day, is to help people through trauma and grief. So yeah, that's one of the things that changed my life. And
Amazing.
yeah, one of the things that happened right after my sister passed away was I gained a lot of weight. I had gained like over 200 pounds.
Wow.
And yeah, and I was able to take it off, you know, with working with the therapist and, you know, changing my eating habits. And so I just want to, you know, if anybody, you know, if you guys are listening, you know, bad things happen, hurtful things happen, but there's healing and there's hope, you know. So if you guys see me sitting up here and you see me smiling, I'm smiling because, you know, we all go through things in life, and we all experience trauma, but through it all there's healing and there's hope, even through some of the most hurtful things that we never think we'd ever survive. And that was one for me. And if anybody if you guys have ever seen any posts with my sister, people used to think that we were twins. We were 8 years apart, but we looked a lot alike. So it's still one of the most painful things that I've ever experienced in my life. But you know, as humans, we are resilient, and we survive. And through our pain and through our experiences, we help other people survive some of the same experiences. So,
Wow.
I'm sorry to hear that, Shee. And I'm sending a virtual hug to everybody on here that lost someone
And my
or
deepest
went through
condolences,
something
Shishi. My
traumatic
deepest condolences.
or anything traumatic. Moya, Tanaania, me, because me talk about it, I don't keep on talking about it. So everybody me are saying positivity and love.
I just want to know
That-
one thing. I want to know one thing. Who the hell is cutting the onions over here, man? Come on, stop that, man.
I know.
But this is
Who cutting onions over here?
Y'all messed up my makeup.
Somebody's cutting onions in the
Yeah,
comment
messed up
section.
the makeup.
people still happy or pretend to be happy or trying to be happy on this platform, and then don't forget that we are human being. We go through stuff. A lot of us have lives or been through stuff. Some are we easily triggered because we've been through stuff. Oh no. So sometimes it's good to be mindful. You understand what I say? It's good to
Or just like how some of you guys come and watch us go live as an escape to your reality. Some of us as live streamers and content creator, we come live to escape from our reality as well. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes we need you guys, you know, just so we could, you know, at least smile or laugh or whatever. So just be mindful and just know that it's like what Kavi said, we're human, you know?
Facts.
Just a comment. Earlier, someone asked the question, you know, how do I separate my professional life from